Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to Hold the Ball, HCB. I hope you guys have had a good week today. Thanks again for tuning in on another week of Polynesian RL Chat. I'll see how the name goes, I'll think about it, but look, for the meantime, it's going to stay this way. But look, before I start, I just want you guys to know I've made a few videos, and I've had, I guess one of the videos prior was a chat I had with Ben, who is the coach of the Barracudas Rugby League under the Californian Rugby League. It was an honor and a privilege to do so. Or want to find out more about what that is, please have a look in that video. That is my video that was actually prior to the Warriors sort of review against the Knights. So if you haven't checked either of them out, please have a check and tell me guys what you think again. But look, without further ado, I'm going to talk to you guys about all things Polynesian Rugby League and finish off some news, as well as a special guest as well that I'm going to be talking about, a special player. So look, without further ado, I feel like I've said that a few times, let's get straight into it. So from 1 to 13, I have a squad picked out. However, just to summarize it, there's two main positions, which is the center positions, where I felt that there was no candidate or real candidate, considering how, I guess, in terms of performance, just wasn't up to task. But I've left them out, so there'll be NA. But for the rest, there'll be players there, and some two noticeable mentions as well. Notable mentions, sorry. So for the fullback, I have is Reece Walsh, who had 178 meters, 3 tackle breaks, 1 line break, and 6 tackles plus 0 misses. So there you go. For the wingers, I have is Greg Marzu, as well as Brian To'o. Marzu had 2 tries, 102 meters, 1 tackle break, 3 tackles, no misses. And Bizza had 220 meters, ran 7 tackle breaks, and 2 tries. As for the centers, as mentioned previously, they're both NA. For the halves, I have Corey Norman and Jerome Hughes. Corey Norman had 1 try, 1 try assist, 3 tackle breaks, 1 line break. And look, with Jerome Hughes, again, as per usual, just an absolute rock star, a good player, and what can I say? You know, the stats on this guy is, yeah, well, he just had a very good game. For the props, I have Pasifika as well as Daniel Saifiti. Pasifika had 186 meters and 5 tackle breaks. Daniel Saifiti with 207 meters, 207 run meters, 81 post contact meters, 4 tackle breaks, 29 tackles plus 0 misses. In a game where they definitely needed him. Pasifika as well was definitely pivotal to the win that Manly had over Titans in such a slow start. But as predicted before, it was a game that I dubbed Expect the Unexpected, because we literally had everything there. I guess people thinking there would be an upset, but yeah, Titans obviously just could not overcome that Manly power. For the hooker position, I have is Brandon Smith, obvious reason, 1 try, 1 try assist, 16 tackles plus 0 misses. Hectic Cheese is always hectic, and there's no stopping him, so well done. For my second rows, I have is Galfusi and Tohu Harris. Galfusi had 1 try, 24 tackles, 0 misses, and 95 run meters. Tohu Harris, in a losing side, 117 meters, 52 post-contact meters, 57 tackles plus 3 misses, 0 errors, and played the whole 80 minutes. And for the lock, we've got the ever-present and well-known Jason Tamalolo with 167 meters, 66 post-contact meters, 6 tackle breaks, 25 tackles, and 4 misses in a very close game against the Sharks. Unfortunately, though, for Tamalolo and his team, they fell short. So that does it for my, I guess, squad of 13, quote-unquote 13. And noticeable mentions to Isaiah Papali as well as Marty Tapau, who had very fantastic games for their teams. Obviously, both of them churning out wins. Look, again, I didn't feel that the center positions were covered. They weren't good enough. Yeah, it didn't do much for me in terms of naming him, so we've left them out there. But look, we'll see how that goes. Tell me what you think. Should I do that if there's no one who deserves to be named, or should I just make sure that someone's named? But yeah, that is the team for this week. The squad of the week is that. And the player chat for this one here is Sitili Tupouniua. You guys may know him. He plays second row for the Roosters and has been a notable feature since 2018, where he made his debut against the Melbourne Storm in round 18, I believe, in Adelaide Oval, in a game that I went to. So he was born in Auckland, New Zealand on the 30th of the 5th, 97, which makes him 24 years old. He stands at 194 centimeters, 101 kgs, and he plays predominantly second row, but he has been known to feature as a center. When you look at him, you sort of think of him as a center. He's actually a starting second row, usually, for the Roosters, and has featured very heavily and has been part of some of their very good wins, and as per usual gives us I guess he's a very good player in that regard. Of considering his size, he's a very strong player. So he's featured for the Roosters since 2010, and he's featured for the Roosters since 2018, playing 49 games, and he has played for Tonga since 2019. So those are his two teams he played for, and he's played his junior rugby league over at the Mara Saints. As it stands, he has 6 tries so far this year, 361 tackles at a efficiency rating of 86.5%, and he makes 75.6 meters per average per game. So that is Sitili Tupouniua. My thoughts about him first is, look, obviously the first thing that stands out is that hair. Massive hair, long hair, looks cool, good. But in saying that, it's good to see him muscle and try to play in, and he does well actually defensively as a player as well, and he usually shows a bit of grit normally. And again, Sitili Tupouniua is the player for the Roosters, and look, I honestly believe will feature in the Tongan Rugby League squad coming up at the end of the year. But that is my summation of him. Good player, solid. I don't know too much about him outside the field. I don't think he has much of a social media presence, but he's just a guy that sort of, head down, does the job, and is always reliable. But that is Sitili Tupouniua as the player of the week. And now we turn to Polynews, and there's not too much in the way of news, but I have managed to do a bit of digging. So the origin squads have been announced, well, more so for the Blues. I believe the Maroons will be done tomorrow. But so far you got Haas, Koroisau, Loai, Paulo, Saifiti, and To'o. And these are your Pasifika players to represent the Blues. The obvious player who is, I think, missed out or may be called in later on, who knows, is Keon Kolomatangi. But that is your Blues squad for Game 2. And as a Blues fan, obviously you're hoping for the best. Another one as well is, the Broncos have had a recent clean-up, and I guess it's been noted that David Tapangai Jr. has been told he can look and walk around and look for different clubs. So as far as that's concerned, he may be possibly on the outer very soon. He's got a 3-game match, but he's got a 3-match ban as well, so that may not work in the Broncos' favour. But that goes there. Benji Marshall as well has recently had his second child, so congrats, Benji Marshall. And I guess as it stands as well, look, overall, the Pasifika Rugby League, it's good, it's thriving. Great to see. There's some news as well regarding the California Rugby League, who have a large Polynesian contingent, and they look to verse the Utah Rugby League, and I believe they've got the same as well. So if I can get some tabs on that, that would be great. And look, just looking forward to it. And the Atlanta Rhinos have named their squad as well, and there's a few Polynesian names in there as well, so that's good to see. But look, that is me for now. Probably not the best in regards to news, but tell me what your guys' thoughts are, what your feelings are, and what do you think I should do? But look, that has been the Poly Chat for the week. Polynesian Chat, Oceanian Chat, I don't know. I'm still trying to think up the name, but we'll just stick with this for now. But hey, thanks guys for tuning in. Take it easy, and hey, just remember, hold the ball. See you guys next time.